Okay, class. So I'd like you to open up your Chromebooks and I'd like you to go onto the little Jamboard that I have set up. And I would love it if you could use green, yellow, or red stickies and just tell me how you're feeling today. Um,
No, I will not do that.
oh,
I will not do that.
oh, Kevin, are you doing okay today, buddy?
No, not picking a color. No,
You don't want to pick a color or you don't want to do the activity?
I don't want to be here. I want to go
Okay.
home.
All right. Class, hold on a second. Jennifer, the paraeducator, if you don't mind, could you just maybe run the activity for a minute? And Kevin and I are just going to go outside and have a conversation. Okay. So we go out, close the door. So is that everything okay, Kevin?
No, not no. I don't think so. I wanna play. I wanna play with my friends.
You see, you also seem a little agitated.
Yes, I'm very angry. I'm very angry. I have big feelings. I feel so many things. I'm very confused.
Here, why don't you look at me for a second? Let's try something. Why don't we just why don't we just do this very quickly? And I just want you to take a big breath in. Just go, and then yeah. All right, let's do that one more time. Yeah. How are you feeling now?
Feeling better.
Feeling better? All right. Why don't we go outside for a minute and take a walk around the athletic field, okay?
Are
And
you
why don't we
sure we should do that?
Yeah, I think just get some fresh air, and Jennifer is going to manage the activity, and I just want you to be able to come back and be a little more productive and positive when we get back into class. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay. All right. So we take a walk, and then oh, hey, I noticed this weekend you were talking about how you're going to go to your grandmother's house and you were talking about how much you love her chocolate chip cookies and that you were really excited about that. So
Yeah,
are you
you're a nice teacher. You remembered.
yeah. I know all of my five students in the first grade. So um but okay, but Kevin continues to act out in class once we come back. And so, based on the rules, Kevin and I are staying after class, and we have to wait until his mom comes back. And so, Kevin's sitting alone. Uh, Kevin, would you like to play a game before your mom comes home or
Nope.
before she pick
No,
you up? No.
I will not do it.
I so I just have a couple of questions because I noticed that you were drawing on the paper during school today, and that you really like to draw. And you were drawing some animals and you're drawing some superheroes.
Yes.
So I was just wondering if you could choose, would you rather be able to fly or be invisible?
I like that question. I think I would like to fly.
Yeah, why is that?
I would like to fly away from home, maybe.
Ooh, why do you feel that way?
It is very hard for me
You know,
at home, and I'm not happy with how my mom is.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anyone at home or in your family that you can talk to about that?
My grandmother,
Yeah, your grandmother. Do you think that maybe when you have some cookies this weekend, you'll talk to her about those
yes,
things?
I
Yeah.
think I would, yes.
Hmm. Okay. Well, if you feel like sharing on Monday, then let me know how that goes. Okay.
Okay.
And if you could, would you rather be able to sing or dance?
I think I would rather sing.
Okay. Well, why is that? What do you like about singing?
I feel angry most of the time. So if I sing, I will let my emotions out, and that will make me feel better.
Okay. All right. And then I noticed that you like to draw animals. Would you rather be a dog or a cat?
I'd rather be a very scary dog.
Oh, what kind of scary dog?
I'm not sure. I just want to scare everyone around me so I'm safe.
Hmm. Do you think that maybe you would like to talk to one of the social workers that we have at the school?
I don't know. What does that mean?
Well, she's somebody that will maybe give you some like better advice about some of the feelings that you have and maybe give you a space where you can talk about those feelings, where you can just say anything you want, how you're feeling about home or what upsets you, and maybe she can come up with some solutions where you'll be much happier, especially when you're in class.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, let me do this because I see that your mom's pulling into the school right now. And so what I'm gonna do is over in the corner of the classroom, I'm gonna set up some coloring books and some crayons and some white paper. And this next week, if you start to feel that you're getting upset or that you're going to maybe disrupt the class or maybe get angry at the student, if you could, I would love it if you could go over into the corner and then just, color or draw. And then when you feel better, you can come back and sit down and participate. How does that sound?
I like that.
Great. All right. So I see that your mom's starting to come into school. So have a great time at your grandmother's house. And I hope that you get a chance to talk to her. And I'll see you on Monday. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great weekend.
Good morning, class. Good morning, Jeffrey. Good morning,
Good
Thomas.
morning.
Welcome. Good morning. It's nice to see all your smiling faces. Today's topic is going to be healthy eating, healthy
Oh, I like
living,
this
and
topic.
healthy
Wow,
choices.
it's so exciting.
I'm glad you liked it, Jeffrey. Thank you, Jeffrey. Um, so we will start off by first going around and seeing if people will contribute some feedback as to what kind of breakfast they had today. So we can start out with, how to start out your day with a healthy meal, what constitutes a healthy meal, and what your idea is of a healthy meal. And then we'll look at what the science has to say about what we should be eating to start out our day. Okay.
Hey, Kathy, Fatty,
So
this is your chance to change. You should listen to the
Jeffrey,
teacher's guide. Then
I'm sorry,
maybe Kevin will
Jeffrey,
love you. After you
Jeffrey,
lose some weight.
excuse me, Jeffrey. This is
Yes,
a
Miss
classroom.
Madam.
We know our class norms and rules, right? We respect each other. What you're saying is quite rude.
I think I'm
Class,
helping
please.
you to let other people understand your ideas, Madam.
Actually, you're not. What you're doing is causing major disruption and being very disrespectful to me and your classmates. I'm gonna call you into a breakout room, Jeffrey. The rest of the class, please follow along with the reading that's posted. I will be back in a few minutes.
Okay,
Jeffrey,
I would
okay, we're
like
in the
to.
breakout room.
Mm.
Jeffrey,
Yeah, sure. Anytime.
Jeffrey.
Oh,
You,
yes, Miss
you
Hell.
believe that your behavior in our class is at all disruptive and unkind to your classmates? What do you think of
I
your behavior
I
in the
don't think
class?
so. I think I'm responding to your instruction, Miss Hell.
And you think you're helping me out by insulting the other student?
I don't think I'm insulting other students. I'm just reminding her, look at her. She looks very sleepy. She's not listening to your class.
Well, as the teacher, I will call attention to a student who needs to change their behavior or maybe pay more attention. But Jeffrey, the way you say things and the way you interrupt the class is very disruptive. Perhaps you don't recognize that, but I want you to be aware that you're very disruptive and you're very rude when you make comments like that about maybe if you change, you lose weight, someone will like you and so forth. Do you believe you're perfect, Jeffrey?
I think, but sometimes my brother called me stupid big head. But I think it's fine. It's just a joke.
That?
Why are they so sensitive about people's joke?
Well, we're all very different, right, Jeffrey? Are we all the same people? Do we all think the same, feel the same, perceive things all the same way? When your brother calls you those names, do you feel like he cares about you, loves you?
Maybe not, but I don't think it's that serious. Because we're close. That's why he called me that way. If we're not that close, he won't call me like that.
I see. So your perception is if you're close to someone, you insult them?
I don't think it's insulting. It's just so we're close. Kathy and me are good friends. I think it's fine for her. It's just a joke.
Okay, you may perceive it that way, but I want you to think about how she may perceive it. She may not take it the same way you take it when like for the example you gave of your brother calling you those names and you think it's okay. Not everyone thinks it's okay when they're being called a name or being told that they're fat or they need to change. Can you think about how other people may feel when they're being told those things other than yourself? Can you imagine what that might be like for your friend who you just insulted in our class?
I guess they may not be happy sometimes, but usually when I call fatty Kathy, she doesn't respond to me. So I think it's fine for her.
Do you think can you also think maybe she doesn't respond because she's hurt and maybe she has heard it from you so many times, she's just decided to not say anything to you because she knows you're not going to change? So maybe her lack of response is not acceptance. Maybe she's just given up and she's hurt. Can you think that maybe that's one possibility of how of what's happening with Kathy?
Maybe she's already give up. Yeah.
And
it's
can I
possible.
suggest something to you, Jeffrey? Let's see if we can come up with a plan. Next time you feel the urge to say something to a classmate or even me, if you need to comment about my teaching or whatever I have said and you feel you have something worth saying, could you first write it down, read it over and over, and think about whether that's a good decision to say it out loud? Like, what's the purpose? And think about why are you saying it? Is it to be really genuinely helpful? Is it a kind thing to say? Can you first think about what that person might feel like when you say it before you even think about saying it? So can we start maybe, or you can chat, you can write it to me too in the chat if you like, even if it's about me, I don't mind. You can write it in a chat or you could write it down on a piece of paper, read it, and try not to say it after you've gone through the steps. Is this a nice thing to say? Is it a really useful thing to say? Is this contributing to the conversation positively? And if you don't think any of those things, then don't share it. Don't say it out loud. What do you think? Can you start doing that perhaps?
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe in every class, I could try to write down 2 or 3 times. I'll try my best, Miss Hao.
Yeah, and then maybe if you are up to it, we can go through what you've written and say, wow, this is good that you didn't say this because this would have caused this kind of feeling, or this would have been negative for this reason. We can process it together so you can start to understand that other people may not see things exactly as you would see it.
Okay, I'll try. Thank you.
Let's start practicing it in class now. Let's go back to the group. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you, Miss Hel.
Okay.